And bam, 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 they are now in. Welcome home, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, boom.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the 23rd episode of the Mirepoix. We are so happy to have you guys back for our Jordan episode, man.
And of course, you know, it's about the off season.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's where Mamba mentality gets made.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about Kobe anything, it's the off season.
Yeah, man. It's so much going on during this off season, man. It's really hard to even call it such, but you know, the holidays are all said and done. You know, everybody is gotten kind of situated with New Year's resolution and New Year goals and all these things, man. So we just, you know, want to take an episode to talk to you guys about what kind of our downhill, you know, slope looks like right now. But before we get into all that, man, let's talk about who we are, man, and what it is we do.
Welcome to the Mirepoix. For those that don't know, you've heard us long enough. It is a flavor base to a bunch of great things that you can add in left and right to make just about anything better. And that flavor base consists of onions, carrots, celeries, reduced down a little bit of butter and fat. And here with our Mirepoix, we bring our talents, our expertise, our years in the industry, our stories, our love, our passion, and reduce it down with you, the viewer, to create the basis for a great conversation about good food, good drinks, and good culture. And who we are.
Who we are, man. And so I'm Chef Kais from the Chef Kais Experience, where we provide the best luxurious dining experience in the comfort of your own home or the environment of your choosing. And yes, we will love to do some events with you guys this year. Please go ahead and get those dates in, because we are getting booked fast in a hurry, and we want to be able to make sure that we are able to serve you guys as well. So you can find us at the chefkaisexperience.com, at Chef Kais on Instagram, Facebook, X, Y, and Z. And yes, sir, that is who I am. And yourself, brother.
And you are always joined by Gilberto Casimiro Valdez Arias, the guild master for the guild, a full-scale event planning, project management, and overall dream bringing to life.
Oh, yeah.
We got a whole team behind me. You know, it's a whole guild, so to say, full of talented individuals. And just like Kai said, this is what the off-season looks like. We're already getting booked up. We're already loading up. We got plenty of things to come, and you'll catch that at the end of this episode. But without further ado, the off-season. What you got us for us to eat in the off-season? Or what do you think about the off-season?
Yeah, well, let's kind of run it back a little bit and catch up, man. Let's catch up, bro.
Man, you are so right.
How's life going, man? Let's talk about that, bro. And while he's pouring our libation, we're doing something a little bit different. Than we need to get that in the camera, man, because they need to see how we running things right here. But yeah, man, spent this past weekend with my girl. She came and surprised me, came to visit me this weekend, and we got a chance to go visit El Camino food truck. And I gotta say, man, her food truck park. And the first time I went there, I wasn't so much impressed. And I'm kind of like a food adventure food trucker, foodie, however you could word that. But pretty much I like to go to food trucks, and I don't just try out one truck. I kind of scoop around, pick 3 or 4 trucks that I absolutely got to try, and that's what I go do. I go try those out. So we tried out, I think it's a place called Tender Chick, Mediterranean Chick, and
I'm about to say there was so many of them, and you know how it goes down at El Camino. They got a full bar. You ain't just there just to eat. Although, just like you said, they've leveled up their food.
They definitely leveled up. We tried, like I said, 3 different ones: the Mediterranean one, the new chicken place out there, and I think that's the new taco place. And everything was phenomenal, man. I really enjoyed that, and man, doing a lot of work, getting things situated. Had the team meeting this Sunday with all my members on how we're going to execute, our plans for this year, and just it's crazy, man. When we talk more about it off season, there's actually going to be some irony behind that, because off season ain't really off. But we'll get into that, man. How you been though, bro? Talk to us.
That's why off season's the Kobe episode.
Oh yeah.
Or I'm sorry, the Jordan episode. But nonetheless, and with that, dang, I've been saying the Kobe episode, the Jordan episode. I'm so sorry. I gotta correct myself
birds of a feather.
Now.
The two giants.
Yeah, hey, it's what you do in the off season that dictates how your season goes. But just like I said, it's been busy. We've been running. Been setting up a lot of cool stuff for pretty much the rest of the year, starting to build some better relations. And it has been a hell of a week. I didn't even realize that when we were at El Camino, you had post stuff to the Mirepoix forum. If y'all were on Instagram, you could have seen us throwing down at El Camino, and I didn't even realize.
Oh yeah, we did a little bit of snippet because that's what we like to do anyways. Whenever we're out together, it's kind of like an impromptu representation of the Mirepoix.
Yeah, and so that's like a food review or anything, but it was definitely hey, here's a cool spot to check out.
Yeah,
because we definitely go out often, and sometimes the place is just me.
No, we was definitely reviewing, me and my girl. We were doing kind of, just in the spot, right on the spot, what did you think about it? And honestly, like I said, everything was phenomenal. So definitely go check out El Camino Food Truck Park and enjoy yourself, man. Go try out different things, figure out what you like, what you don't like, and tell us about it, man. We'd love to hear you. And shout out to my fam. I see Cassie is on, my baby, and I see my big brother Desmond is on as well, man. Yeah, Big Rob. So shout out to them for tuning in to the episode. We appreciate you guys. And yeah, man, let us know some of the things that y'all had going on last weekend and last week.
What's your off season look like?
Yeah, let us know. Desmond went out of town, and I think he did some work related stuff in Washington D.C. And I think he also pulled an event for us on the spot for a potential client. So,
hey, shout out to Desmond.
Shout out to my boy. So we all are on the same page and wanting to all grow. So I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, dude, real quick for Desmond. This is episode 23. The off season, dude. I can't get my voice.
It gotta be a lot more smooth, bro.
Yeah,
you just gotta.
He is smooth as silk when that man is talking.
You gotta smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
Drink a bottle of scotch.
Yep. That's the trick.
Yeah,
because that's probably how this man got that sale for you. Is hitting him with that silk
and grow like a patch of hair on your chest, man. You gotta grow just a little bit more chest hair, and that's how you become the voice operator of Desmond, man.
You know what's funny? I tell people all the time the key to good sales, the key to convincing and win people over as a man, you got to show off a little bit of chest hair. That's why you always find me 2 buttons unbuttoned. Everyone likes it. You need a button more. And then the sales just fall in.
Bring that baritone in just a little bit lower.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Yeah, tell you something that you might like to hear. You got to set a little body in. Look at so. You know what I'm saying?
We're about to start charging for this ASMR. So with the off season in mind, to me, to Kais, to us, off season, that's film day. That's reflecting on what you got going on, setting up yourself for the next one. You're doing film practice 24/7, 2-a-days, 3-a-days, because everything you do now bleeds into what you're going to be doing later. And just like I said, we already got events lining up. We already got stuff booking up. We already got stuff rolling because there really is no off season to giving people a good time. But with that in mind, as you review, as you plan and plot and essentially sow your seeds to reap later, what's the food you had in mind for that? With all of us sitting around the film room, getting the team together, reviewing, hey, this is what we did, this is what we gonna be doing. I need you on this, I need you on that. Here, let me get up and show them what we got going.
Yeah, we got a sandwich here, and so the whole idea for me was off season. What's the easiest thing to make? When you are just kind of like poop, man. You've been grinding all holiday season. You can make a sandwich, but you can make a really badass sandwich, and that's what we did. We have focaccia bread that's infused with some sun-dried tomatoes, some herbs. We did some smoked ham, some sopressata. We got some bologna in there, some cherry wood smoked bacon. We got all types of things, some smoked turkey. Then I did an Italian cream sauce with that as well. And I kind of did my own take on a giardiniera. We have some pickled vegetables, and I did a very fresh and crisp iceberg, fennel, and red onion slaw with that as well. So sandwiches, man, they're messy. They're dude food, man. We like just a bunch of stuff in between the buns. And, and we talked about meal preps and healthy eating last week. So I wanted to, kind of, throw in a little bit of fresh food in there as well. But we also got some kettle cooked chips. Just something that's real simple. But, man, everybody enjoys a really good, solid sandwich. You just can't go wrong with all of that. So this is what we are partaking in today for our off season, so to speak. And we also got some news to drop that we'll do later on to also kind of contribute to.
Yeah, that's for the mustards right there.
Yeah, why I did the cop out of the sandwich, because we also got prep to do right after this.
First of all,
something else.
The sandwich is no cop out. The sandwich is a time honored food, tested and true. And if you go back to episode 9, that was the sandwich episode. And we talk about how great the sandwich is and how versatile it is. And with the sandwich, you know what, dude? I'm envisioning getting the whole gang together. Everyone's sitting down in a dark room, projector playing. These are highlights. This is what we did last season. This is how we put it together. This is what we're going to need to work on and how we're going to improve. Because honestly, the most important part of the off season is improvement. You know, how are you going to get better? How are you taking it to the next level? And with that, before we dive into that, I've been eyeing this sandwich for a minute now. So
what are we drinking, man? What are we drinking?
Oh man, God, I just want to bite into the sandwich. So in reality, like I said, this is the vision I have for off season. This is how I operate my off season. And the way I always picture it is sitting around the locker room with your boys. Like you said, it's boy food. It's the team. It's your warriors. We're all sitting there hungry for it. And it calls for easy food, easy drink. We busted out the keg of Heineken.
Yes, sir. Can they see that? Can it be seen?
Yeah, here, let me, I can just hold it up. Look at this.
The little pony keg, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because there's only 2 of us, and like, don't get me wrong, we want to throw down, but once we tell you this mustard, you're going to see exactly why we kept it PG-13.
Is this our fam, Natasha Nortino 210? She just tapped in. Much love, fam. Hey. Yes, we got a sandwich for you and Alberto. So if y'all wanna,
big stuff coming with Natasha.
Yeah, come through, fam.
Slide in the DMs. Let us know. We got some events cooking. We got some plans for you. And so it's just a little bit of Heineken, some sandwiches, because that's film room day. That's food for those of y'all that went on the varsity team of football for Taft High School. Before every game and all through the summer, we would have Subway cater our stuff. So when we were doing 2-a-days and it was, hey, show up in the morning, get a big old workout in, get your sweat on, shower up, go enjoy your day, be back here by 5 p.m. and get right back to it. They always suited lunch for us. That was catered by Subway. So sandwiches definitely have a special little love meaning for me as far as, the off season go. Those are a 2-a-days meal right there.
Funny how Jared had was feeding the football team too, man. It's just
hey, football players, we need to eat.
Yeah,
that's where I got it from. I like to eat.
Yeah, but this is definitely a Subway on steroids, man.
Beyond that. Look
I'm digging it. It's a manwich is what we should have just called it. Should have just called it a manwich. And even though it was just pretty much putting the ingredients together, I definitely still put some love in it, toasted the bun, some butter, bacon fat, melted the cheese. Made the dressing, made a gardenera. It's just
bro, the difference is in the details. And trust me, we gonna be getting to y'all all the opportunities to try our food, see us, catch us, and interact with us. Because honestly, we got a lot of love and passion for what we do, not just individually, but for this project. I can tell you how many days we sit in there just, okay, let's do this, let's plan this, let's get this rolling. And so with our off season, understand a big portion of it is going to be dedicated to the Mirepoix to get finally some of those pop-ups rolling for you. And again, just getting more content y'all's way. We're setting some really, really cool stuff up. We might be getting a little shift in how our studio's laid out, all these different things of just upgrades, people, upgrades.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. What would be your biggest upgrade to the Mirepoix?
Doing a backdrop, man, and shout out to Chef Ashley. I'm trying to keep up with the shout outs, man, because our family is in the building today, man. We are getting some love,
support.
Yes, and then also our the Mirepoix alumni. We got Chef Ashley, Nortina 210, Natasha, everybody showing love. So thank y'all for tuning in. But yeah, man, I have a vision of actually getting a pretty dope background for us. We kind of got some makeshift decorations. Neither one of us are decorators by trade. We could do a lot of things. We could decorate the hella out of a plate, organize events. But the interior design might not be our strong suit, and I just know that this could look a lot better. So
and it will, because it will be our strong suit.
Yeah, 100%. We always are going in the direction of progress and wanting to get better. So that and just really getting our merch game down, websites.
Yep.
Just kind of officiating the whole Mirepoix
almost like
podcast.
the housekeeping, because but that's man, I'm about to. So my coach in high school football always talked about the housekeeping list, and it was, hey, during the summer, the reason we do our 2-a-days every day through your summer break, unless you're going somewhere, write us a note, let us know. But the housekeeping is to get you ready. It's deep cleaning your kitchen before you open up for service. It's getting yourself set up for success. And with that, we kind of hit the ground running. We started this right at the beginning of the busy season for our industry. We kind of got this rolling and just started piecemealing it together, just like the backdrop we have now. It was, hey, dude, I found these cool sunflowers sticking up, and we got those on the wall. And then we moved them over and put them in a vase. Hey, I was at Marshall's the other day, and I found this and that. Yeah. Hey, I had some leftover table decor lying around. We put it together. And so with that, as always, what the Mirepoix stands for, what Chef Kais and Gilberto Casimiro Valdesares of the Guild, what we stand for is pursuit, perfection, and just putting the intention into the details. So
yeah, man.
I ain't going to lie to you, man, though. This sandwich is definitely like... This has been winning me over right here, because you talk about, it's just putting ingredients together, but them difference in the details.
There's a difference in... that's just the difference between... just a home cook versus a chef. Some people might not have even chosen these particular ingredients to bring it all. We got the mortadella, so some salami in there, the cherry smoked wood or cherry wood smoked bacon. Just like you said, the attention to details, man. But what about you, bro? Like, what are some of your vision of off season for the Mirepoix? Like, what are you wanting to see from us?
Oh, sorry, I just had to enjoy that.
Yeah, man, I probably should have just let me talk a little bit while my boy get in here.
We in here, we out here. I finished my bite. I'm gonna eat and talk. I'm that kind of person. But here's what I'm gonna say: you hit the nail on the head with the website, with the merching. That's what I cannot wait to invest in and to put forth together for y'all. Is just make it easier to be a fan of ours and make it more cool to check us out, to watch us, and to follow us on any platform you choose to do so. Getting the new computer set up, getting all the right programs on it, getting comfortable with it, getting it show ready. There's a lot of little work that goes into downloading all the right apps and blah, blah, blah. But getting that to just upgrade the quality of our show. Like you said, get the website running, get a new webcam, get some little protectors on the mic so they don't hear how harshly I say my P's.
Or eat your sandwiches.
Yeah. Oh man, they be getting that ASMR. I'm just like,
I know y'all like to hear the sounds, man. That wop.
And I give them some sounds. All right. It is. It's good food that we eat on here. It's cool things that we put together. And
we enjoy it. Like it's real. Like these are real reactions. Yeah. And we are literally teasing ourselves the entire time leading up to the podcast of smelling everything and plating. Man, and just like, we want to save our appetite for the show, and so it's hard, man. So when we start getting into these meals, it's definitely something that we really enjoy and hope to be able to share with you guys soon as well, man. But let's dive deeper into that, man. So typically in the service industry, because we both came from restaurants and whatnot, this would be considered like the downtime, like right after the Christmas, Thanksgiving, the holiday rush, the real holiday rush. January is kind of like a slow period, and then you kind of pick up a little bit for Valentine's in February, and then it kind of slows down again until spring break and things like that. Where is your mind at in between those gaps, man?
So I'm a big proponent of it doesn't have to be boring. You can enjoy anything you do in life, and it's same with that off season. You can make it exciting and entertaining. When I was younger and I was first starting in this business, one of the things that always made me fall in love was the San Antonio Cocktail Conference.
Oh yeah,
I was lucky enough to work for Bohannon's. They were the company that put it on through their charity, Houston Street Charities, and essentially their MO got beat into me, bled into me, inspired me to warp it into my own thing. But it was essentially stay busy, keep running. Like,
Oh yes.
if you're telling me people don't really want to be going out, make something cooler.
Yeah.
And that is why I'm putting such a big stress for myself to get a bunch of events rolling here through January, and like you said, all through February. You get that one little spike of Valentine's. It's almost like a reverse eye of the storm. It's going to be really slow, and then you're going to have one quick little spike, and that lets you know you're in the middle of your slow period. And then you bleed into spring, and then you have one little quick burst during holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't. Those holidays sprinkled throughout the year are essentially what keep a lot of restaurants alive, you know, because it truly is. January 6th, your dining room's empty. But hey, don't worry though. We got this holiday coming up. It's called Valentine's. It's going to keep you super busy, let you eat fat, and then boom, you're going to be dry until, hey, there's going to be spring break. And, you know, I will give special credit right quick to San Antonio though, because they shifted that into Culinaria Week. They shifted that into the San Antonio Cocktail Conference.
Yeah.
Like a whole bunch of different things to essentially keep things rolling and keep things grooving, because San Antonio, it is not a boring city. You know, we're slowly rediscovering our city through all these cool events, all these cool chefs and DJs and musicians, and we're finally starting to build our own quote unquote underground scene through pop-ups.
Yeah.
But ultimately, that's where my mind's at during the off season, is just, hey, what cool things can I be putting together? How can I be doing it? And it's essentially putting some training wheels on some events, getting my staff comfortable with, hey, let's get busy, let's do this, let's do that. But how about you, man? What does it look like for, because I do event planning, you know, and I do project management. So to me, it's a whole lot about marketing schemes and different events and parties to bring people together. What does it look like for a caterer? Like, are you running specials during this time? Are you so trying to get things ready for those big payouts, or?
Yeah, so what I was talking to my team about was pretty much refinement. So we have our formula, we understand each other, we understand the job at hand. I was asking them on Sunday, like, okay, what can we do to make this better? If we are producing a luxurious experience, which is an extravagant way of doing things, how can we take it to that level to where, you know, we're already at a place where we can wow our clients. Like, you know, we could do I won't say the bare minimum, but we're just doing what we typically would do, and they're already like, wow, this is amazing. I said, well, imagine if we get to a place where we're wowing ourselves. Like, if we know that we're doing the very best that we could do, and we're completely refining all of our skills and just taking it to the next level, imagine how much more satisfied and blown away our clients are going to be. So that's kind of what we're doing right now, is just doing the research, doing the team building, networking. I'm a part of 2 networking groups now, actually 3. 2 in San Antonio and 1 that's just kind of online, and just kind of using my resources, man, to be able to stretch our arms as far as they would go. Because I was telling my team, man, I was like, you know, I'm trying to be on somebody's yacht real soon. My goal this year is to get a celebrity client, and that's kind of what we're taking our skill set and our experience to. So,
dude, and that is such a beautiful thing. Setting that goal and envisioning it. Yeah. Man, right now that's something I need to sit back and do for a quick second, because I've been so preoccupied with trying to keep it busy, trying to keep it rolling, that like it feels that at the moment my goal for the year is just build up the speed and take off. You know, I know you've been an entrepreneur in the biz for what, two and a half years now?
Yeah, 2.5,
Yeah, and so I'm at, 6 months in, 8 months in. So to me, I'm all gears focused on letting those wheels rise, gaining enough speed to let the plane take off. And that is sort of what I'm building up, is building that engine, feeding fuel to the fire.
Oh yeah.
And so honestly, in that regard, that's my goal, is to stay busy and get traction somewhere, get some takeoff somewhere.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, before the Chef Kai's experience was born, I was doing pop-ups. And after, we did all the holiday serving, in January is our slow time, I used that opportunity to go to different bars around town. Ventura, which was a bar next to El Camino. The bar right next to El Camino, I was doing my pop-ups there. Local artists would come and perform. I had my 3 item special, the smack and cheese, the Hawaiian fried rice, the big red chili chicken. I was running those plates throughout every event, and those were kind of my signature dishes at the time. And just finding ways to fit in. You know what I mean? And filling the space, bro. Some people
Figuring out who you are.
Exactly. And just not even figuring out who you are, figuring out what works, and just really getting your name out there. Like some people would say, I got nothing to do. Well, make something to do, man. Like you said, if there's nothing cool going on, be the cool thing going on, So it just depends on how bad you want it,
Dude, and I feel like that applies to everything, but also the off season, because it definitely, my mind just keeps going back to it. Like, hey, think of it as you are a professional, and you have your season, you have your off season, and like, I don't know, dude, maybe it's just because it's the Jordan year that I just feel so attuned right now with the straight up off season, getting my body in shape, getting fit, getting right, getting everything, all gears running. And with that, I'm excited to take off and push that stuff forward. But let me ask you, what do you think? You brought it up with the pop-ups. Would you say there is a difference as far as your tracking of it, or your thoughts on it, your perception of it, between a pop-up and a ticketed event?
Do I think what now towards the pop-ups and ticketed event?
Do you feel that there's a difference between, like, let's say a pop-up or a ticketed dinner? Like, do those two things fall in the same category for you as you've elevated?
So, I mean, ticketed events, you just kind of already have a preset number in your head of, who's going to be there. Pop-ups is completely random. People are going to show up or they won't show up. That's the main difference for me. Also, further details, pop-ups are usually less formal. Ticketed events, for instance, like the wine dinners, those are going to be, preset tables, sit-down dinners, full service wine pairings, things like that. So, yeah, they're definitely different. But I tell you what, though, man, when we were at Slate, I was priding myself, along with my team, at being able to execute 500 plates well. It's not easy being able to cook, 5 different dishes with very different components, different techniques applied to each dish, and being able to execute it, the flavor, point. We had some technical difficulties out there in terms of heating up the food, but just the ingredients behind it all was something that I was really proud of, and plating and flavor wise. So we try to give you an experience, no matter how you're receiving that experience. No matter what, but there are different levels to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't want to be I don't want to gas myself up real quick, but I have yet to formally ever explain the guild logo, right? It's a sword and shield. And the way you said it right now is just, hey, we had some technical difficulties as we were starting up with some heating issues. And then with that, in the moment, the shield came up, and I came, boom, boom, got them rolling. Still open right on cue, still got everything rolling. Like, it's one of those, I don't know, just hearing you say it out loud like that, I was like, dude, that's a shield right there.
Yeah.
But it was, because the reason I was asking, not to put you in the hot seat or anything like that, but, we're talking about training our team. Mm-hmm. When I think training, I think practice runs. I think, let's go hit our practice, let's hit the gym, let's get on the field, let's run plays, et cetera, et cetera. And I know the Mirepoix exists as a place for us to essentially show y'all, the viewer, what our practice looks like, how it goes down, how it rolls. So not to put the pressure on, but how would you feel about potentially hosting a, so to speak, Mirepoix practice run, where you and your team execute some food, I knock out some pairing, some service, some, whatever the little details and the extras may include for it, and, call it a little Mirepoix practice arena.
Yeah, well, let's ask the audience, man. What do y'all think about that? How would y'all feel about us collaborating on bringing our skill sets together and being able to do some some side court games.
Yeah, and let y'all see. Because, dude, when I worked in Arizona, I used to work as a concierge at the DoubleTree. Our busiest time of the year was during off-season baseball, whatever they call their little training camps.
Yeah.
Because this is in Phoenix, this is in Scottsdale. We had a training camp in there, and it was the busiest. Dude, so many people would come out just to watch the teams practice, play each other, and just essentially rough draft their stuff. And these stadiums would be packed. These arenas would be packed. And that's what got me thinking, like, hey, Mirepoix is going to be practicing anyway. And, it'd be amazing if y'all could help us. Mm-hmm. If y'all could come on in, check it out, see it. Because this is what the Mirepoix is about. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be a Mirepoix practice run. It'd be the Chef Kais, the Guild. It'd be us doing a practice run. And we allowing the Mirepoix to join in, capture, and really fulfill what that podcast all about. It is. I
got to shout out my team right now because my boy Desmond is already like, yo, without a shadow of a doubt, like, I'm in. He already wants it. So, yeah, man, we could definitely do that all day.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fun little thing. And honestly, if there are any other fun little things that y'all would like to see the Mirepoix do, I know we've been getting a lot of requests at our Instagram lately for us to do little tutorials, essentially, through the different foods we cook. Because here on the Mirepoix, we take turns. If y'all haven't noticed, every other week, someone's doing drinks, someone's doing food, and we just keep swapping it back and forth between the two of us. And a lot of people have been asking, I want to see the recipe for this. I want to see the recipe for that. How'd you make this? How'd you make that? And it's something we might start diving into. I mean, y'all let us know. Y'all, we got a little clamoring here. We got a little clamoring there. But ultimately, we want to do it all. I got 80 of them HDs, so
yeah,
it helps a lot when people come to me and say, hey, look, I'd love to see a practice run. I'd love to see some recipe videos. I'd love to see some things, because that is what the off season is, It's about practicing, running, and letting people get in.
And Tasha said, I want to eat.
Yeah. Hey, that I get you, Natasha. I'm on that same board. Yeah. Every time I sit down at this table, I like to eat.
Yeah, it's real hard to keep a diet up around here, man. I gotta tell you, I got a fridge full of meal preps right now, and I ain't opened up one, cause it is what it is, man.
Yeah, hey, cause that's the thing. We're practicing anyways. I know y'all been keeping up on Kais's Instagram, where you open up and you see, oh man, he's doing this today, he's doing that today.
Yeah.
Whether it's making a full post or just a story. And then my response is always the same. Leftovers?
Was there any leftovers? Yeah, that reminds me, man. Just this weekend, I had my barber come do a house call for me. And we were both just kind of struggling. Like, yo, my girl's in town. I want to do brunch, but I'm not satisfied, bro. It's getting to the point, guys, where it's becoming hard for me to eat and be satisfied. Like, and then mind you, El Camino was an amazing experience. I have nothing but great things to say about that. But then we went somewhere elsewhere, which is a place right down the street from El Camino on Sunday, bro. And I wasn't feeling it. Yeah. So he was like, man, let's do brunch. And I just couldn't think of any places where I would want to eat brunch there. Because I don't like sweets. I'm more of a savory type of brunch guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, screw it. I'll make brunch for us at the house. We smoked a tomahawk. Did a compound red roasted butter over that. We did the shrimp and grits with the smoked Gouda, the firewood, grilled shrimp, Gilberto's favorite. We did the soft scrambled eggs, some smoked bacon, some maple glazed sausage. It was a meat fest, but it was. My barber was like, man, I'm probably never going to eat this good, like,
dude, and
no time soon.
I'm out there on the ground trying to, like, get my name out there, spread some advertisements, set up some meetings, set up some events. Yeah. And the entire time I'm just watching on your story like, man, leftovers?
I mean, so he's allergic to shellfish, and that's literally all we had left was just a spoonful of porridge.
I mean, let's not act surprised. Those shellfish be the worst food to ever exist. So it's no surprise.
It's tripping, bro. It's tripping.
Hey, look, you're the one that said, hey, of all the food we made, the only leftovers I had was shrimp.
Because, grits is just such a hearty thing. You can eat a couple of spoonfuls and everything else is like stuff. But it was still Great, man. Just being able to get that menu ready, man. We are relaunching our menu for the year, and it's awesome. But I got a question for you, bro.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm just here just snacking.
yeah, go ahead and stack because it's going to be kind of like a long-winded question. But so off season, man, you got two types of athletes. You got the athlete who's studying film and practicing every day, as if it was still on season and really getting ready, and then you got the other athlete who's vacationing, which ain't no sweat in that, bro. You earned it, you worked all year long, and you kind of want to take a break, catch a breather before you're back to doing 2 or 3 a days. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, both athletes have the same goal in mind, right? And that's to obtain the championship ring, the ring of all rings, to solidify that I am that guy in whatever I'm doing.
Whoever you think you are, I am.
Exactly, right? I am whoever you say I am, or shout out to Eminem. But anyways, what is that championship ring look like for you? Like, what is your ultimate level of achievement to where you can say, I can achieve multiple of these, or this is not necessarily like the pinnacle of my entire life, but this is the pinnacle of what I'm trying to achieve for this season. What does that look like for you, man?
This season's ring, this season's championship round.
Yeah. What does that look like for you, man?
Okay. Easy, cheesy, lemon squeezy. My championship ring for this season, my finals, my playoffs, is going to be setting up some events locally here in the city, here in the town, and really playing my role in bringing things together, creating events for the city of San Antonio to rally behind and say, oh man, here we are, we doing it, this is how we live our life, this is awesome, we love this city, blah, 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 blah. And with that, the championship for that looks like being able to guarantee 500 people every time. That every time I put up a flyer and say, boom, hey, the guild presents, the guild doing. When I put that up, if I get 500 people to come on out, that's my championship ring right there.
Yeah.
That is my champion status walking around. And as well as, taking on and continuing to grow and define, because a big part of that too is the events have been new to me. The events is what people have asked me for. They said, hey, you do all your consultation, you have your whole team, you can come in and fully change my business, fully renovate, fully improve everything you touch. I'm out here feeling like King Midas, everything I touch turned to gold. But everyone's been asking me like, hey, we just want you and your team to create something that will be fun and worth talking about, and it bleeds into marketing, it bleeds into food sales, it bleeds into revenue, it bleeds into new systems, and it sort of encapsulates everything that I'm putting together. And that's why I kind of keep stressing event and project management, because a lot of these events are multi-tiered. A lot of these events, the one-off ones, sure, great, those are fun, I love having them, but I love being able to build these relationships. And so the more of these projects I can take on, that will be the game's won for me. Because like I said, that championship is being able to get up on stage and say, hey, 500 people join me for a Guild Presents event. And, at the moment, shout out Slate Theory as always. I do have one client booked down for that project. I have one contract sealed. And, as we keep doing catch-ups, I'll let y'all know what those are looking like.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, that's championship to me.
That sounds like you're already in the championship game, bro, because that is a solid client right there to have.
Yeah. Hey, wineries are no joke.
Yeah, so heck yeah, bro.
Soon time. So yeah, so what I know, let me ask you this, year in review. When I first met you last year, and we sat down and talked about, hey, what's your vision? What's my vision? How are we doing this? Let's all wrap it up. Because for those that don't know, we actually met working a wine dinner, putting together an event together for people. It was a sold out night. It was a great evening. Cool, awesome. But something about the way that we flowed together had us both at the end of it, hey, when you free next week, let's sit down, let's talk business, let's see what happens. And that we did. And with that, one of the things you had mentioned to me was you had some goals of expanding your business to different operations and essentially increasing your revenue by a whole lot. Where did you fall along in those goals? Because I know for sure you definitely enhanced some things, but
Yeah, so I did about 50% more of overall revenue.
Hell yeah!
Last year.
Hell yeah! Hold on.
Actually, I'll tell you about it. It was more about 75%.
Oh, hold on.
75% more. My goal was to triple it. But they always say set high goals, so at least you get higher than what you would have had. So
shoot for the moon and you'll land among the stars.
So we landed on the stars with that. Also wanted to build my team. I for sure have a solid group of people on my squad now that I could just 100% count on. Shout out to Desmond, Devin, Marty, Jessica, Esteban, Jason. Shout out to all these guys that have been showing a lot of love and helping us grow the business. So definitely accomplished that, growing the team. And like I said, man, our word for the year is refinement. This is the Jordan year. And anybody can shoot a ball. Everybody can't be Jordan.
Damn right.
And so we're working on just really like taking our skills and our gifts to that level of refinement to where, you're gonna know the brand. Like this is not gonna be just, people already are recognizing that X. They see the experience. They can pinpoint the look. But like I said, my champion ring this year looks like me nailing a $1 billion client and somebody who's going to be able, and I want to be a billionaire, and if I can nail a billion, right, like for real, if I can nail a $1 billion client, perfect. If I can nail a multi-million-dollar client, they kind of just can open that door, because what people don't really realize is when I'm able to connect with these types of people, not only am I being able to serve them, but I'm also being able to learn, right? So success leaves clues, and just being able to study these people, being in their house, seeing how they interact, seeing how immaculate everything is, and how organized they are.
No, we're just not going to speed past that. Success leaves clues,
they really
bro.
do. And
that is ice. That's the message for the episode. Success leaves clues. That's the off season right there.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And I have the pleasure of having these people as my client and being able to work really closely with them. And so they think that I'm just there to feed them food, but I'm taking notes. Like, you best believe if I'm around you and I see that you're in a place that I would want to be at, it's all love, but I'm learning from you as well. So,
dude, feeding your soul, feeding your mind,
yeah,
bro. Success leaves clues,
yes, it does,
bro. That, boom, tattoo that on some random person's forehead.
Yeah,
we need more of that floating around
on the forehead, bitch.
That was
next episode. You're gonna see our foreheads tatted.
No, not ours. Someone's. For our biggest fan,
success leaves clues.
Boom, put it on the forehead. Damn, dude, I'm sorry, that is icy, because that is like, dude, that is one of the biggest ways to summarize just about everything, bro.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with people that are doing what you want to be doing. Take notes, read into it, ask them questions, and more importantly, give them something they want. You know what I mean? And that's like, I don't want to sit here and act all like, oh, you need to sell yourself out. It's not that at all. It's about saying, hey, this is where my value's at.
Yeah.
They want me cooking on their yacht. That's where my value's at.
Yeah.
And I've created that value. I've generated that value. And with that, success leaves clues.
Bro, and even with that, right? Because we were talking.
Damn.
Yo, like, anybody that knows me knows I am a Gordon Ramsay like fan. Like, this dude to me is
preach.
I mean, just not because of the name, but just this guy is running like 5 different shows at any given point. A myriad of restaurants. He's building teams all over the world, and I'm just like
cookbooks,
all the cookbooks, like everything. Like this dude is that guy. But there's also a guy that you might not know the name Jamie Oliver. Like, I don't even feel like I could just talk about Jamie Oliver like randomly to people. And I'll say maybe like 30% of people that I might mention Jamie Oliver will know who I'm talking about. Gordon Ramsay has a network of 190 million. Jamie Oliver is at $323 million.
It's dwarfing him.
Yes, and what we learned is this guy is really heavy in the community.
Yeah.
Like his service to people, I feel like is what catapult him to be that much more.
Dude, and that was the crazy part is like looking up, because I remember when you told me that fact, because like I had heard Jamie Oliver, I had no respect on his name. Gordon Ramsay though,
You know Gordon Ramsay, like
yeah. It's one of those things. I feel like Gordon Ramsay, Jordan, Jamie Oliver over here with fucking 100-point game Wilt Chamberlain hiding behind in the background.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, what you mean almost double his net worth? How, what?
Yeah.
And we're looking it up. We're doing the research.
And it all shows, you know.
Yeah, it was just all, oh, he led this campaign for the public. He wanted to feed school children. He wanted to do this in the UK. He pushed for this. He rallied for that. He led people in this. And you're just like, hold on. Gordon's resume is all opened this restaurant, did this TV show, produced this, found a success there, did a documentary there.
Jamie Oliver's is what can I do for others?
Creating that value.
Yeah, creating the value, and that's what also spoke to me. It was like, okay, how can I make this less about me and more about them and more about you and things like that. So like we said, man, success leaves clues, and if you want to be that guy, you know, Jeff Bezos is a multi-billionaire. Why? Because he made value. He gave you value. He made it easy to be able to purchase things, get it sent right to your doorsteps.
Damn right.
In 2 days without you even having to leave the house. He created value, made himself valuable to the people that were, you know, taking part of his services. So that's something that we're also, with that refinement, working on. How can we be of more service to each other and to our clients? Because honestly, I believe like it doesn't matter how I treat my clients if my team don't even think I look out for them. If my team don't even care to work for me. So I also try to make sure that my team gets fed. You know, I try to pay them the best way I can, take care of them, give them, offer them experiences and things like that. And that way, you know, when they know they're being taken care of, it's so easy to be able to take care of people outside of the circle.
Dude, because that's where it starts.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, we always talk about shouting out the team. There is a very special set of people in my life that, while I have not grown big enough yet to offer them full time and the slot on the team because the team ain't all there, they're the ones that answer the call every time I say, hey, I'm leveling up. They've been with me across, you know, 2-3 restaurants each. They've been following me through. And it's funny because I called one up today and I said, hey, look, I'm about to bite off an event bigger than I can chew at the moment. I'm going to need 15 employees to bring this to life, and everyone's got to follow roll. And she goes, yeah, send me the details. Boom. Love ya. Bam. Send her the details. Hey, do. Here it all is. And after an hour goes by, I realize, oh man, I didn't even tell her how much I would pay her. So I called her back and I was like, hey, look, I'm not asking y'all for free work. Like we're going to, if I eat, we all eat. Simple as that. If I'm asking y'all for help, we're all going to eat. This is a team effort. We're all going to do this. Let's start talking price. She's like, oh, I knew. Like, I knew you'd take care of us. There's not been never one moment where you haven't taken care of us. And like you said, when people know you take care of them, it makes it easier, like you said, to take care of all those other people.
Oh, yeah.
Because it starts with your staff, ends with your guest, and then when they talk to their friends, you know, one of those other hidden perks about having that billionaire client, having that $1 million client, ending up on that yacht is you feed people. You feed more than just one person. Ain't no one ever sit there and say,
yeah,
hold on, I'm going to have a yacht, I'm going to have this party, and I'm going to be the only one on it, and I'm never going to say a word. Because it speaks, your product speaks volumes. And the people you feed directly, the people that go back to their house and say, man, I was lucky enough to attend an event that was orchestrated and catered and brought together by Chef Kai's, by the Guild, whatever it might be. And now I need to book them. Y'all need to book them. We all need to book them. And let's make this a big old thing.
Yeah.
Man, dude, off season is so fun. So you mentioned billionaire client and getting on a yacht. Let me ask you this. I need that for your team.
Yeah.
What is the, I don't want to say ideal event because I know the answer, billionaire that owns a yacht bringing me out for a cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like the small moments with your team, what is the ideal sort of practice ground, training ground? Because ultimately, everything serves as practice for the next one.
Yeah,
everything is live.
Yes.
Everything is real. So
Yeah.
what are sort of like, what would be the, hey, let's say all our viewers right now are about to book you and say, hey, I want this, that, or the third. What would that look like right now for the very next perfect ideal event leading up to that billionaire yacht?
I mean, like you just said it, bro. Like every event, I was telling one of my team members Sunday is that each event offers something new to you. Each event is its own learning experience because no two events are ever the same. This is so different from a restaurant where you can kind of calculate, predetermine how many people you're gonna get, what's the flow, you know, how many items to prep for. With private chefing and catering, like it's just impossible to know everything that's going to happen. So my biggest thing is just kind of the refinement, bro. I can't reiterate that enough, and just being able to go into each event, no matter how big or how small, and wanting to give 150% more than that's expected. So we want to do more pop-ups this year, and that's going to really help us with building our speed and building our being more efficient, and you know, just being able to get recipes down and things like that, and fast service, and also doing more private dinners to where we can really refine the service, fine dining experience, knowing placements, knowing proper ways to serve guests, you know, things like that. Want to do, you know, more weddings, being able to kind of combine pop-ups with private dining to where you're doing a large number of people, but you still have to keep up the elevation. You still have to be formal.
Still got to be professional. Out at the same time. Still got to bring it all together.
Yeah, so all of that. So just kind of being able to understand that this is a tree, right? There are different branches that spread out throughout the tree, but it's all connected to the root. And the root for us is getting that $1 billion client, getting on the yacht, being able to have. I'm super excited because we're going to be at a lake house, which I've had some pretty dope experiences by myself. Which for me would have been going to Breckenridge by myself. That was cool. In my first year, me and some homies did a beach destination birthday party, but this lake house venture is going to be me and my team for the whole weekend. We go to the ranch all the time, and we're going to be on a lake house or in a lake house for a few days. And for me, that's just so cool, like thinking that, man, we are in this beautiful location solely because of our talents. It's not because the host invited us because we're friends of the family, you know what I'm saying? Anything like it's
merited. It is earned.
Yes, it's purely because we want to spend X amount of dollars for y'all to come out of town and, you know, being able to feed and service for this monumental event. I think that's so cool, and that's, for me, that's what it's all about, being able to share these experiences with my team, you know, my family. And man, let's all eat together, bro. Let's all eat.
That's the mission statement.
Hey.
We had to ask ourselves today, what is our mission? And that was it, for everyone to eat, to show everyone how to eat, how we eat. And so, okay, all right. Just because we keep talking about us eating, keep talking about getting our team fed, how about our viewers? Right now, before we head into these mustards, what is one sort of, just to make it vague and open-ended, what is one solid tip that you have right now with the way you're working with everything, your off-season and all that, for an aspiring caterer to be?
Or entrepreneur.
Or entrepreneur generally, yeah.
Like, what's something that you guys would do, you know, in times where typically people are sleeping, people are on vacation? Like, what are you doing to better yourself, better your business, to prepare you for playoffs, play you for championship season? We're very intrigued to because y'all been hearing this all day. I know you guys are also on your grind. You're also doing great big things to you know, take you to the next level, propel you to the next step. We want to know, what you guys are doing. Let's see what Brother Desmond said.
Talk, Cassie.
Yeah.
Hey, they're hyping up the visit.
Yeah,
It's true. It's always a hype time when they visit.
Oh, yes.
But what is your tip? Definitely let us know. Let us know in comments.
Yeah.
Reach out to us on Instagram.
Yo.
You can DM it to us. But let me ask you, what is your tip for that aspiring person?
Yo, my tip is self-care is the best care. So self-development is the best way to development. When we're talking about it goes from the team before it gets to the client, it starts with you before it gets to the team. You got to be able to sharpening your knives, getting in the kitchen, getting those preps in, going ahead, setting the vision, and the people will come. There's a Bible verse that says, make the vision or set the vision and make it plain so people can read it and run with it. So be able to articulate what you want, how you want it done. Tell your team, make it so clear to where there's no questions, no concerns, and they can be able to push it to the next level. But that takes a lot of self-awareness for you. You need to really do some soul searching, understanding what you want, understanding how it needs to be done, and then you'll be able to tell the people that are following you and looking for you for the path, and they can be able to understand that and take it to the next level, man. That's what I gotta say on that, bro. Well, what about yourself, man?
Wait, before I dive into my tip, you got a book you would recommend people to read?
Oh, there's so many books, bro.
Just we'll keep feeding them throughout these episodes.
I'll say Make Your Bed. If we're talking about that self-development, Make Your Bed is a book written by he was a special unit. I think he was in the army. I can't remember the guy's name, but you can look up Make Your Bed. It's not even a long book. It's a very short book, so you can definitely read it. But it just tells you, like, your first battle of the day is making your bed. And there's so much psychological things that go behind.
I'm about to say, ain't that the goddamn truth?
It really is. Like, you wake up in the morning and it's so easy to just walk out of your room and do things, but just take that 10 seconds.
Make the time, because that's a Mirepoix tip. I'll get into my tip in a second, but a Mirepoix tip: make the time. You'll never find the time. Mm-hmm. You have to make the time to make your bed. Okay, so my tip right now is for those who are essentially looking to improve their teamwork. Yeah. Whether you're in the office, whether you're building your own team as an entrepreneur, whether you have a role to play within the team, this is my tip to you. Mm-hmm. Identify the roles for the job. Work on not only yourself, like you said, it starts with you, whether they are your employees, your employers, your managers, or just your teammates. It always starts with you, no matter what it is. Understand your role. Practice it, play it well. Mm-hmm. And then, just like we've been preaching, just like we've been saying, take care of those around you. If they're your employees, treat them well, offer them guidance, give them paths to find success, whether it's investing in what they do outside of work, mm-hmm. Because you got it like that, or whether it's finding ways for them to invest into your work because they got it like that. Yeah. And then with that, you'll watch them blossom, and you'll watch them follow you to the ends of the earth. More and more as I grow older, I come to realize how special it is that I have over 15, 20 people on speed dial who don't even, it don't matter what you're going to pay us, we're there. It don't matter. You don't even have to say what you're going to pay us or what you need us to do or anything like that. You just need to give us the details. We are there.
That's powerful, man.
Yeah.
That's real powerful, because you can't, good help is hard to find, bro.
Dude, ain't that the truth?
Yeah, and if you got it like that, that says a lot about you, man. So
and there's the tip, there's the E. And so now,
Hold up. We got some responses from our brother Desmond, man. He says, continue to grow and always be open to change. You can't be who you want to be if you're not willing to learn. Humble yourself. And he said, also understand everything gets 110% always. Never give anything less. Remember that you put on a plate is a representation of who you are, and make it memorable always, bro. And that is...
Dude, Desmond gets it.
Bro, he gets it 100%.
Desmond gets it.
I'm honored to have my guy on the squad. And then we got our boy from The Resource, which is a podcast that we're going to be working with in the near future, is my boy Gerald. He said, working towards the goal every day. never giving up on that, guys. This is a day-to-day journey, man. This is not something that you can do part-time. Anytime you have a calling on your life, it is a everyday process, bro, of getting better. So shout out to those guys for getting their input, man. Yes, man.
Oh yeah, book recommendation.
What you got, bro?
The Art of War.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah, no, Kais knows how often I read that thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I read it every time I have something new to do. I'm like, let me read The Art of War.
Yeah.
Because every time you read it, it applies in different ways to your life. No matter what your goal is, no matter what your thing is, it's just so well written, so to say. And don't get any of those translations or any of those like, oh, this is how we interpret. No, dude, it's like 10 pages long, 12 pages long. It's like super short.
Yeah.
Don't worry about having someone fluff you up. If you buy the book and they say it's like 100 pages, no, that's the wrong Art of War. Get a different one. But into the catch-ups, and also shout out to all our viewers that get it, that understand it, that clearly have, whether it's listening to us at a job site, listening to us on the podcast, listening to us on Spotify after we put them up, listening, wherever you listen, however you tune in with us, even if it is just literally in person. Hey, how do I learn from you? Well, snap, dude, me and you work events together. How do I learn from you? Oh, well, I was lucky enough to have you put on my birthday dinner, however that is. We're excited to have you. And with that, for this catch up, you want to tell them? You want to tell them, Doc?
I don't know if we should tell him right now. Should we tell him right now? I think we should.
We gotta tell him.
Y'all want to know. It's just so crazy too, because my boy Desmond was just telling me this last week. Like, yo, we gotta get you on that. Like, why haven't you been on that yet? Like, we gotta just literally, like, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he was just
the Prophet Desmond,
bro. The Prophet, man. So we got the call today that the Mirepoix is going to be featured on Great Day SA.
Boom.
Yes, sir,
Boom.
man.
Hold on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're very honored. One of our Mirepoix alumni, Ashley Griggs, my bad, fam. I got a old classmate named Ashley Davis. But anyways, from Piece of Cake, has been featured on Great Day SA multiple times, and we were actually doing some studying of her.
Yeah.
When we were trying to figure out our scripts.
We were watching that film.
We was watching that film with the s'mores, and I highly recommend that y'all go check that out. So we're proud of her for being on that, and yes, we are getting our chance as a collective of the Mirepoix to be able to talk about what we do and how we do it on Great Day SA tomorrow morning, man.
So watch the whole thing. Obviously the best way to support us during that show is to give them a viewer for the entire time. So say, oh man, the Mirepoix literally brought us 10 million viewers. Right. Because I know, look, I see it right now. It says it right there, 10 million viewers.
10 million.
So make sure to watch the whole episode. And as always, check us out on Instagram, all that jazz, to get all the clips and all the highlights, because we are gonna be on Great Day SA.
Yes, and that's just the beginning. One day we're gonna be on Today Live. What's the New York Today the Today Show?
One of these days,
I think it's
Great
the Today Show,
SA
right?
will be on the Mirepoix. We'll invite one of their anchors to say, hey. Last year.
Yeah, we got a last minute opening spot. Can y'all come? Y'all want to fill in, or whatever?
Last year, you let us be on your show, and it really helped propel us. And so now that we are the bigger fish, we shall allow you on our show to help propel y'all.
Goes, man, goes.
It's coming, dude. It's coming.
It really is, and just like we've been saying, bro, just using this off season. Dude, so to speak.
There's the Mirepoix off season. We're gonna be on Great Day SA.
Yeah, and that's only the beginning. So shout out to Kimberly Suta. That's been our publicist that got us on the SA Current, or what were we on?
What was the current? Yeah.
So we getting that publication out there, man. We making some noise around the city. Shout out to San Antonio, the city that we love.
210.
We are, neither one of us are natives to this place, but I think we've been here the majority of our adult life, at least.
Yeah.
And this is home now. So we show love to San Antonio because San Antonio show love to us. So
damn right.
We are excited about what's to come, and as we put ourselves on the map, the city on the map, man. y'all just continue to watch and stay tuned, man.
Yo, dude, Genghis Khan ain't got nothing on the level of influence we about to have.
Oh, we're kicking it up a notch every day.
Because, hold on, one more time.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Bada boom, bada bang. Yes, sir.
We gonna be on great day, yes. Hey.
Yeah, this is gonna be cool.
And so, I mean, what's the Kais catch up, bro?
Man.
What's rolling in your world? What you got planned for the week other than we gonna be on great day, yes, hey?
First off, I'm proud of us for eating more fruit than anything else on this squad, man. That just shows us.
Off season, baby. We committed.
We knocking down this beer though a little bit. I think this is like our third pint or whatever. But
our third boot.
You know, you gotta balance it out. But man, we have a bunch of events coming up. I got private events, baby shower. My boy Gerald, shout out to him and his fiance Mercedes for booking the Chef Kai's Experience to do their baby shower. I've been with his family from graduations, monumental birthdays, for proposals. Now I'm there for the baby shower. It's just a beautiful thing to be able to be there for the process. And I got so many relationships, and it's real for me. These people become family. They're just not clients anymore. Like, we family at this point. So shout out to that. We have something in the works. Stay tuned. We probably will have a Valentine's Day pop-up. Restaurant pop-up. We're still trying to get the logistics down for that.
And hammers nailed down.
Yeah, so this off season is preparing for the next major holiday, which will be Valentine's Day. So as information becomes ready, we'll be able to put that out for you guys. And you know, just as always, man, we are claiming the title as being the best private chef services and caterers ever. Don't want to just say in the city, don't want to say in Texas. We are taking that title everywhere. And, you know, before I became a chef, an actual chef, I claimed the title as being a chef. So, you know, if in somebody's book, they think, oh, this guy's not the best. We're taking that title and we're going to walk into that title. So what we're doing right now is just every day doing what's necessary to walk into that title, brother. And that is my mustard.
Here you go. Quote me on it. Feel free. Take it. Use it. Either I'm telling the truth or I'm telling the future.
That's who was actually in here, man.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
Shout out to you, fam.
Yeah, so the dinner might be with her, but
yeah, it might. Yeah.
Hey, I mean, we're gonna plan it out.
We're gonna plan
the nuts
this
and
out.
bolts.
Yes. And shout out to Odessa from Masukad. Yes, y'all go check out her restaurant. New restaurant in the Bernie area.
Yeah.
Yes.
Around the Hill Country.
Hill Country.
So, here, let me tell you this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to use it. Y'all can use it. I'm either telling the truth or I'm telling the future. Ain't no way about it. You the best chef ever. Either you telling the truth or you telling the future.
Hey, and they both the same.
And they both the same. And that's, that's where I stand. You know, of course, the catch up with the guild. Man, it is presentation week, meeting with so many people this week to put together a whole lot of stuff, about to start taking over. You know, some people talk about, oh man, my show sold out. Some people talk about, oh man, this festival was crazy. It was so packed. The guild, we talking invasions. Mm-hmm. We taking over. Mm-hmm. I'm showing up in that Hill Country, in that Fredericksburg area. I got these meetings set up. We taking over. I'm bringing it back to 210, having all my meetings setting up to take over. We're doing invasions, baby. That's the name of the game here for the guild.
Yeah.
And that's what my next week look like is coming. You got to see it all day today. Literally did not leave the table, just tapping away on the computer, setting up all these presentations, calling up all my different resources, saying, hey, who can do this, who can do that.
Oh yeah.
And that's what my off season looked like. I'm the coach. I'm drawing up the plays, and it's coming. I'm about to go make the sales pitches tomorrow. So everyone, wish me luck. Join us on Great Day SA.
Yeah, man, we're about to start prepping. I got some invoices to send out in a minute. So
yeah,
we appreciate y'all for listening. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Oh,
we are always here every Monday. Y'all come check us out next Monday and like, share, comment.
Yeah, subscribe. We need 100 subscribers.
Yes.
And always check us out on our personal Instagrams at the Chef Kais Experience, at youtube.com/at the Mirepoix, all the different socials links. We got them all plugged in the description. If you want to do a little plug right quick, let them know where to catch you at.
Yes, the chefkaiexperience.com, at Chef Kais on Instagram, Facebook. Once again, shout out to our family, Adesua, Desmond, Gerald, Cassie, Ashley, Natasha, Albert. Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I know I missed some people, but
dude, you forgot Quincy Jones. We got
Quincy Jones, bro.
Quincy,
the
Quincy Jones.
There you go. That's your boy. You shout out him out, man. Let the people know about your boy, bro.
So look, no photos, please, but the real Quincy Jones be in chat, just like Kai's been shouting out every one of our viewers, letting everyone know it's all the people that have influenced and impacted our lives somehow. Shout outs to teams and all that. And, as always, at GillyV2_ at the Guild TX.
Did you get a subscriber?
Desmond subscribe.
Yeah, buddy.
We won him over. It took the whole episode, but we won him over.
He just was lingering. He was on the tip of it the whole time. And shout out to our guy. We love you guys.
Shout out to everyone in chat today. Shout out to everyone typing, everyone showing love, everyone sharing, everyone reaching out. Again, you can catch us on Instagram. You can catch us at our personals. You can catch us on our websites. And we're about to be creating a whole lot of other. You can catch us at blankety blanks. So without further ado, thank you all.
Yes.
This has been the Mirepoix.
Good night. Oh shit. Cassie's like, it's our anniversary tomorrow. You're supposed to shout that out.
Hey, you just did because we still live. Happy anniversary.
Happy
guys.
anniversary to me and my girl. 3 years tomorrow.
That's the off season.